Well, my name is Mamavio Usabwaji, and this is the AM News. So, Parliament is set to start examining reports and accounts of state-owned enterprises to determine whether their operations are in line with sound business principles and prudent commercial practices. Reports say the House is not happy government still contracts loans for public enterprises set up to make profits and demands government take steps to avoid the practice. Member of Parliament for 2nd D, Papa Buswankuma, who moved the proposal on the floor of Parliament, was contributing to a report on a loan agreement totaling some $48 million to enable the Ghana Water Company expand its distribution system in the Greater Accra region. Well, in his own words, Papa Buswankuma said all these state-owned enterprises are owned by us as a nation. However, in terms of the oversight of its work, there is a lot that is left to be desired because there has never been a report in this House by that committee on the works of any state-owned enterprise. I mean the Ministry of Employment, Social Welfare and State Enterprises, and this is in an area where we have had a lot of leakages via complaints, and that was a quote from Papa Buswankuma. Well, the Deputy Minister for Water Resources, Works and Housing, Samson Ahi, tells Joy News managers of the Ghana Water Company were already under a performance target to meet. Well, from today, July 7, sachet water will be sold at 20 pesos instead of the current price of 15 pesos, according to a statement signed by President of the National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers, Magnus Nunu. The price of a bag of 30 pieces of sachet water moves from 2 Ghana cedis to 3 cedis 50 pesos. The statement noted the increase was necessitated by the high cost of the inputs and other overheads. The statement also adds that the increase, which would affect all sachet water produced nationwide, was to ensure that producers were able to stay in business in the face of the current economic difficulties. It appealed to the public to cooperate with the National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers following the price increase. Bulletins. Now, Minister for Interior Kwesi Ahoy is calling for a stronger collaboration between communities and the police. He believes that that could boost security, especially within communities that are far from the reach of the service. The minister was speaking at the commissioning of a police post built in Ashoman by the Communities Council of Churches.
Ashoman Estate is a sprawling new settlement located to the north of the capital city. Its serene location makes it an ideal residential neighborhood, but that also makes it a safe haven for armed robbers.
In this community, we've already heard about the breeze from the Guapim Mountains and the fact that we are on the top and wouldn't worry too much about the flash of water pouring on some communities all the time. And as we mentioned, this society was traumatized by armed robbers time and again.
The local council of churches put up this facility to aid in the fight against crime.
The police station, adding up to the number within the Atomic Covenant jurisdiction, will help make police presence more visible in the community and bring us closer to the people who receive our services. The integration of this police service brings to the total number of police stations within this jurisdiction, that is the Covenant district, three police stations and 2 container posts. A number that is gradually drawing us closer to our target of having a police station in every community.
The Interior Minister said if there is a closer collaboration between the police and communities, the crime rate would be reduced. The police have pledged to increase the level of surveillance in the area following the support.
It's apparent that maintenance of law and order, and specifically combating crime in our localities, is a shared responsibility. When communities get involved in police-community initiatives and collaboration, crime rates reduce.
We turn attention now to the sad news of Ghanaian hip life musician Castro, the Destroyer, feared dead. Well, the news of his death or not hit us yesterday, Sunday. Now, sources say he drowned in a jet ski accident at Ada while having a good time with his music buddy, Asamoah Gyan. Well, reports say a lady friend with him also possibly lost her life. Well, we've been following social media, and Elizabeth Osei put together this.
Good morning and welcome to the sports segment here on AM Show with me, Benedict Owusu. In our first story, Black Stars goalkeeper Adam Kwarase has described goalkeepers trainer Nassam Yakubu as lacking the requisite quality to propel the team. Adam Kwarase has over 20 caps for the Black Stars since earning a call-up in 2011. The goalkeeper told GNA Sports that one does not need to be an astronaut to know Nassam is poor quality. He said, and I quote, "Honestly, the goalkeepers trainer is not good enough. He's not good enough to be in charge of the national team. This is my personal view. Every time I come to the national team feeling great, but I leave feeling bad." That's the end of Adam Kwarase's quote. And Kwarase explained the man has no plan, his techniques are outmoded, and there is no clear structure to his training methods. Okay, so now we've got 4 teams making it to the semi-finals of the ongoing FIFA World Cup, and thus Brazil is in their host nation. And now let's switch our attention to their camp. And Brazil have lodged an appeal against Captain Thiago Silva's yellow card. That means he's suspended for tomorrow's World Cup semi-final clash against Germany. The defender was booked in Friday's win against Colombia, and it was the 29-year-old Silva's second yellow of the tournament, meaning he's automatically suspended for 1 match. FIFA spokesperson Delia Fisher says its disciplinary committee and analyzing material submitted by the Brazilian Football Confederation, Silva was booked for blocking Colombia goalkeeper David Ospena's attempt to take a kick. He had scored the opener as Brazil won 2-1 to progress to the last 4. Brazil's chance of a successful appeal appear limited, as historically only red cards have been rescinded. The hosts are already without their star forward Neymar for the rest of the World Cup after he fractured a vertebra in his spine against Colombia. Okay, so we still stay with the camp of Brazil, and their forward Neymar says his dream of being a world champion is not over despite being ruled out of the rest of the World Cup because of a back injury. The 22-year-old fractured a vertebra in his spine after being kneed in the back by Juan Zenoga during Brazil's 2-1 quarter-final victory over Colombia. Meanwhile, Brazil great Ronaldo believes there was no intention and violence in the challenge in Neymar that left the star forward with a fractured vertebra and ruled him out of the World Cup. So as always, it's a pleasure joining you on this platform, and that's it for sports. Make sure you continue to monitor the program with Roland and Mama V. My name is Benedict Owusu, and remember the sports segment always on the AM Show.